The Good Party, led by former Mayor Patricia de Lille, has today outlined some of its key principal policies. And I have with me Patricia de Lille to just look and discuss some of those issues. But before we go into that, a lot of people have seen breakaways from political parties, members of political parties breaking away from their long-standing parties. Now, how do you think you moving out from the Democratic Alliance and starting out your own political party will yield successful results?
Well, certainly we're not a breakaway of the Democratic Alliance. The Democratic Alliance's history. My being in the Democratic Alliance was part of a bigger project between Helen Zille and myself to build an alternative to our country. That project is no more, so we are not a breakaway. So we believe in a multi-party democracy. We will put our faith in the hands of South African voters. We are going to give South African voters an alternative to vote for, an alternative plan how to fix South Africa. And I believe that is good for our democracy.
And you are no stranger to forming your own political party. You were once in the ID. How differently are you planning to deal with party politics and, being able to deliver service delivery to hundreds of people who need it in this country?
When I started the Independent Democrats, I wanted to become the first woman ever in our new democracy to start a political party and win seats on all three levels of government. And I've achieved that. And I'm proud that I became the first woman. Thereafter, we need to look at the change of politics in our country, and we came together with Helen Zille to try and build that alternative to the ANC. So mine is a journey. And, I deal with issues as and when they arise. But what is important for me is that we must all put the interests of the people of South Africa first. If you are a kind of politician who want to put your own interests first, then certainly you are in the wrong space. And so that is how I deal with any queries or any stumbling blocks, is to say to whoever, don't put your personal interest first, put the country's interest first.
Now, before we go into the principal policies that you've outlined today, are you still tight-lipped about who's funding this new political party?
No, we're not tight-lipped. We welcome the signing of the bill into law by the President. We have said that we are ready, that when the time comes, like all other political parties, we will certainly declare our funding. And right now we've also been doing crowdfunding, and so we're getting a lot of support from our own members and that. But we are also not going all out to raise a hell of a lot of money. We have squeezed in, and we've become more effective in doing things differently to reach the voters. So we're not going to have a very, very big budget. So we will disclose all our funders in terms of the law as it's come into effect on the 1st of April.
Would you say it is a bold decision for the Good Party to say that it will be contesting the 2019 general elections, looking at various other long-standing political parties?
Well, our research has certainly shown that almost 30% of South Africans are disillusioned with their existing political leaders and existing political parties. So certainly that is a market for us that we are targeting. And we want to get those people who have given up hope, because God forbid that 25 years into our democracy, people lose interest. We want to get people like that to be interested again and start voting again, because it's only by voting. The current government has been voted in, and the only way to get them out is to vote them out. And so we want to play that role to get people interested in the project of hope and reconciliation again in our country.
Just one key principle that makes the Good Party stand out of all these political parties. We know that a lot of promises are made by political parties, but what stands out for the Good political party? If a Gogo, for instance, from Khayelitsha, who's been waiting for a house for over 10 years, what is the one thing that you would say makes the Good Party stand out?
What we are standing out is that we are acknowledging as the Good movement that because of urbanization, millions more people live in cities. So government need to put and prioritize cities and towns. So to the Mama and Khayelitsha, we will say, Mama, those days are over where we are moving people far away, like in Khayelitsha and Mitchell's Plain, away from opportunities. When we bring people closer to the city with land belonging to government, public land for public good, we will start building density. We will go up so that you can fit in more people in one development and therefore bring Gogo where she will be in a density block of flats, but where she will have access to all of the services that she needs.
Lastly, Patricia, just your views on this up-and-coming State of the Nation address?
Well, certainly we are all waiting with excitement to hear the President giving us an assessment of what we've achieved for the past 5 years, but also where is he leading the country to. You know, we need direction. We need the President to take South Africans in his confidence and tell us exactly, you know, we are a country of commissions of inquiry now. What will he do next after that? Because all of us are waiting to hear his next move to action the outcome of all of these commissions of inquiry. And then, of course, our economy. You know, our population is growing faster than our economic growth, and we need to change that. He needs to give us idea how we're going to grow the economy more than 1% or 2%.
Thank you very much. The leader of the Good political party out here, just wrapping up their election manifesto here in Cape Town. We'll leave it here for now. Back to you in studio.